This is our New Year's Eve edition, so wine.
And we're recording it first as opposed to last.
Because by the end of the episode, we might not be able to record an intro. So stay tuned, my friends.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cheers. I think they know.
I think they know.
So, Jane, it's New Year's Eve. Not really, but we're pretending.
Because we're actually trying to record a few of these in advance.
We always do. I'm making sure our mics are on because we're terrible at that, as you know.
You'll notice in the previous episode, I was a little quiet.
I think 2 ahead. Anyways,
so turned on.
Let's drink. It's wine. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
This bottle's been open for a while.
From her party, which was so much fun.
Oh no, before the party.
Oh, before the party.
No, I wouldn't give bad wine. Like I wouldn't give open wine. I opened fresh bottles.
No,
I
thought it was leftover from the party.
No.
Oh.
No, this is like the day before the party when I drank it.
But it's all good.
So Jane, you know what I wanted to know? I don't know what we were going to talk about, but
we didn't actually talk about that.
I think it's a great thing. New Year's resolutions.
Oh, fuck.
Do you like them? Like, what are your thoughts on New Year's resolutions?
It's so funny because I typically hate them and never do them. But this, like for the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking, I really want to change some habits because we've mentioned it before. Like I am not a good habit person.
Yeah.
I always dream of having really
I'm a good
solid
bad
habits.
habit person.
Right. Cheers to that. Drink. Oh. But I was thinking, I mean, particularly around this thing, I'd like to get better about being present more often and like more consistent. I mean, I'm actually really impressed with us that we've been as consistent as we've been with getting these out when we have.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, very, very happy about that. That's actually a new thing for me to be as consistent as we have been with this.
Well, congratulations.
I know, right? I mean, yeah, because I started my Substack only about 4 weeks before this one, and I've already changed the date on it like 3 times that it was up.
And does that not go into the having an accountability partner?
Yes. And
I just did that with Karen, and I have to remember to do that. We're going to be each other's accountability partners. Like, what's one healthy thing you've done for yourself today? Not did you work out? But something healthy, because we were talking the other day. And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn. I don't think she'd be upset that I said this. Okay. But we were talking about how we're both, I mean, she's learned from the best, very good at when we're not feeling good, sitting on the couch. When we know how good we're going to feel if we got up and did something, if we got up and swept the floor, went for a walk. Yeah, the walk is the most important thing. And it doesn't take exercise. It's just putting on your shoes
and going outside.
But I never do it. And I mean, and she lives in a beautiful Hockley, like she lives in Mono with a horse farm, but she comes home tired. It's one of those habits. And I told her yesterday, I said, I'm really good at bad habits and really bad at good ones.
I know.
So
like one of the ones I want to do is like after dinner, go for a walk.
Rich and I have said that so many times.
I know, right?
A 10-minute walk. Just a 10-minute
walk. And it's so good for digestion. It's so good for everything. Yeah. And you'll probably not continue to eat.
No, but the TV's on. I know. So we just want to finish the episode.
I just want to rest for a minute.
And I'm just so tired.
Yeah, I know.
It's
last night's bad. Like I get back from rehearsal and I'm like, and John literally said, we're going to go to bed early. And I'm like, he said, I'm hitting the hay early. And I'm like, awesome.
Good for you.
Excellent. And I was like, he'll go to bed early and I'll probably follow suit. And then, no, we were both watching TV and eating popcorn till midnight, which was like on a school night.
Like, I love it on a school night. Even when we don't have kids in school, I still say it's a school night. We've got to go to bed early.
I know, because it feels pathetic to say it's work night.
Right?
I know. What is that? Why is it that we're willing to say it's a school night, so you should get in bed? But if it's a work night, I don't have to because I'm an adult. That's what it is. It's like it's a work night. It's like a school night.
I don't have work nights because really, I mean, my schedule is so crazy.
Your schedule
sometimes
is
I'm like, sometimes Wednesday nights feel like Friday and I'd like to have a drink.
Yeah.
And then I think, oh shit, I have 2 more.
Well, no wonder it's hard for us to establish habits when our routines are.
I find that like my girlfriends who have
like 9 to 5.
more 9 to 5 jobs, it's easy. I don't want to say easier, but I find they're always like, oh, I'm going to a class or I'm going here. Or they can meet for drinks more often. And I'm like, I love that. I think there's something about the consistency, which is why people in arts, people like I'm self-employed. whatever I am, is my schedule's not even week to week.
Yeah, it's different.
Like I can't say, except when I'm teaching classes and there and that, but every other moment of the day, who knows where I am
Yeah.
trying to get
I know,
something
and it's
done.
kind of feast to famine, like
Yeah.
with the creative life. You end up like
I'm in
working a lot
yeah,
while you're kind of going like crazy, and then you've got nothing, and then your schedule's like it's very difficult.
and then in those times where you have nothing scheduled, you think, I'm going to get this and this done. And I'm on the couch binge watching something going, I deserve this.
because I worked so
I
hard.
worked so hard for
Exactly.
November, December, and nearly died. That January, February, I'm going to just sit on my ass. I get
know.
fatter, which is terrible.
I know.
It's terrible.
So maybe
New Year's
we give it a go.
resolution
And
is,
you know what though? Like even so we started reading that pivot year. I think we mentioned it. And
I'm going to be honest. I had
doing
3
so
weeks.
well.
3 weeks. I caught up. I finally caught up
did?
again. I'll tell you what day you're supposed to be on.
Okay, please do. Because I've also done
it
the same.
took
The last
me-
few weeks, I've just completely.
Do you know
and
what
they're
it
great.
was?
It
I
takes
lost
5
the book.
seconds. You lost the book. See,
Not that I lost it, but I went, where? I'd remember and go, where did I put that? It's not in my, if it's not in my sight line anywhere, I forget things. I've lost my really expensive headphones. I don't know where they went.
oh shit.
Yeah, I know. I got to find those before I go away. But, so I found it and I count back because I sometimes date.
Yeah, I do that now.
And
too,
I
up to
went,
the date.
oh my God, it's been almost a month.
Oh,
So it took me 3 days and I caught up because I don't want to read all. And oh my
They're
God,
meant
there
to be
were
one a day.
so many good ones.
ones. Yeah.
So now I'm back to one a day.
yeah, good
Or
for you.
yesterday I did. So it was 2
Good for
this
you.
morning.
So it's like that. Fits and starts. We also like to say, like John and I used to say when we were full-time actors, it was like limos to bicycles. Like you went from doing like being on set and getting,
Back and forth, back
yes,
and forth.
and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's food and people are looking after you and they're like
Yeah, yeah.
da-da-da, to like basically you're running to catch the CTC because to get to your next audition. So it's like you never get to kind of build up unless you
No.
become an A-lister, and then that's a whole other thing.
Well, I
But-
remember back in the day, like in the 90s, it was the 90s when I had friends, like when we were done theater school and they were doing a lot of commercials and I wasn't. You can make a lot of money on commercials.
Oh,
and there
yeah.
was like, you didn't have to be equity. Like you just would get commercials and it would make a chunk of money. It doesn't do, it's not
Oh
anymore.
no,
It's
no,
not
it's nothing
anymore.
Like
I
the whole
had
acting industry's changed radically
so
in the
much.
last and honestly, I still have an agent and I still audition and. But it's very fits and starts. I'm
Yeah,
at
I
an
can't-
agent
I just
stage where they're
can't be
like, we don't know
bothered.
what to do with you, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
but
It's not that I
but
can't
when
be
you
bothered.
hit, you hit, you know?
Yeah,
And like I had gotten a part, and then they cut it the night before.
Oh yeah, I remember
They
that.
cut it the night before, and I'm like, oh shit! But I still got paid because it was a union gig.
I'm good with that.
It was a union
Yeah, but
gig.
you're
that's
union,
why.
I'm not union.
But that's why if you're non-union, they'll cut you the night before, and then that's it. You're out of luck,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, and I get it. Like it's like, but there's way more work
For non-union.
For
I
non-union
used to
workers.
get a lot right before COVID or a couple of years before COVID, I had an agent. I was getting a lot of like commercial and PSAs and stuff. It was work.
I
I
have a
didn't care
friend
what it
who's
was.
working all the time, and
I thought
stuff
about
like
doing
Sephora
background.
and stuff like that, which is big stuff.
Background is easy.
Yeah, I've been thinking.
Me too, because I'm like, oh, it's pretty decent money for just sitting in the background.
Pretty much
Reality
sitting
TV
on
is
the
not
sofa
reality.
anyway.
I've done background work for
Of
reality TV
shows. Yeah,
where you
it's-
watch,
Yeah, no.
But okay, New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolution.
What is the like? Have you ever kept one?
No,
I've never kept one.
no.
And I don't-
and I always come up with some kind of lame ass bullshit, oppositional defiance disorder excuse of like,
Aren't they the best?
I totally don't need to do that anymore. And it was stupid that someone thought I should do that, that person being me. I
Right.
come up with the whole reason why like that was not good for me in the first place. When in fact it's simple, like 15 minutes of work, like working out 15 minutes a day will make a massive difference. Or, not eating after a certain time of day, like that's simple.
But okay, so here's
like,
the
it's
other thing.
all really stuff I
Here-
know intellectually. Why can't I fucking do it?
But here's the other thing, and I'm listening to your New Year's resolutions. They're always about your health.
Yeah.
So I've tried
Kinda
the
like the
couple
most
of
important
years.
thing.
I mean, it is, yes. But I also learned that I'm terrible at keeping that resolution. But so I'm trying to make my resolutions in the past few years
Uh-huh.
to be more, being more connected with my family, or which I mean I have not done because I'm terrible at emailing stuff. But
You're
I mean,
very
like my
connected. How
family.
much you're connected with your kids? You're just snapping back and forth. all
Yeah,
the
we did it, but
time.
we don't see each other as much as I want
Sure,
to.
but it's
and we
harder.
we all keep saying we're going to. And actually that came up. We had lunch together and that came up is it's so easy to have the conversation. It's so easy to say the words
Mhm.
in whatever, like a New Year's resolution,
Yeah.
those talks you have with partners or your job or yourself, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. But the hardest thing is to actually put it into action.
Yeah.
And I think New Year's resolutions sound great. And you can I hate when people make a list. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
you're just setting
god.
yourself up to fail.
No,
I always do one. I'm like one. I'm just like,
let's pick one.
it's like, I think last year's was connection. I don't know what. I look back and go, I think maybe I have. I probably would beat myself up and say, no, I didn't. But I don't know
I
because
don't know, you connected with
it's a
me.
day. Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you
Cheers.
go. That's cheers.
Cheers. You did that.
Cheers.
There's your New Year's
Mhm.
resolution done.
I did it.
You did it!
So, but my
know, maybe-
next year, like
yeah.
2026. So there's all this. I'm seeing 2025 was the year of the snake. Shed your skin and blah, blah,
Was
blah.
it
And
the
it's terrible.
snake?
I don't
That
know.
makes sense.
And then 2026 is the year of the horse and it's galloping forward and new things and great things. And
Yes.
I believe, yes, I look at myself and I went, because I mean, I'm into all that. But I also have to go, wait, hold on. Am I just buying into it or is it happening? So I looked,
Mhm.
kind of thought about my 2025 year. And I did do a lot of letting go and shedding
Mhm.
and elevating myself and raising my vibration and a lot of healing. And there may be a Christmas tree that falls down on us in a few minutes because cats.
Cats.
So I think I'm in a
Kitty-
good position to bring in 2026. So I think my resolution this year is not going to be I'm getting in shape. I think my resolution is to just keep myself on track to welcome all the great things. And maybe that is getting healthier because that's a great thing.
Mhm.
Maybe that is connection. That's also a great thing. Like I'm not going to give myself this finite goal that I
Right.
have to do this. If I don't, I'm a failure. I'm just going to keep myself open
Well, we talk a lot.
because we close ourselves off, which is why we didn't live our big lives. You close them off.
Yeah. Yeah. And also because you go, well, I didn't do X, Y, Z, so I'm a failure. So
Yeah.
I can't
And
live my big life.
I'm not going to let myself say I'm a failure. I
Right.
mean, as I look down at my stomach.
Hey, that's the thing right there. Like that's something we have to get comfortable with. So what I'm getting clear on is like there's consequences to my choices. Maybe I just need to be willing to accept those consequences as opposed to just bitch and whine about them. So consequence of me not working out is I'm heavier than I've ever been. And
Yep.
and I don't love it. And my clothes don't fit quite the way they
I'd like them
too.
Yep, I'm with you.
So either I'm going to accept, and go, okay, so how do I get comfortable? Or I accept that means that, I'm going to have different, and part of this is aging, right? I'm not 27 anymore.
Yep.
So
So it
there's
doesn't
some of that-
drop off like that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or I go, I'm going to slowly make it easier for me to get, feeling better. And that doesn't necessarily mean about losing weight. That doesn't mean but what are the slow, simple things I can do that will make me feel better? And I think that's, and you're right. Like for me, they tend to focus on health because I'm aware that kind of is the bedrock.
Well, I
of a
do
lot of
too.
things.
Yes. But then I always end up hating
Yeah.
myself because I've failed.
Well, right.
And
And
I
so
hate
I
that.
don't think it should be a number on the scale. I don't think it should be like,
I agree.
I'm trying to be like I was. I think this is it. How can my goal maybe is just get really comfortable in my skin.
Well, and I was saying that to Richard a while ago. I made the announcement of like, you know what? I'm going to just be happy with who I am.
Mhm.
And he did have well, does that mean you're just going to let yourself go? And I could see it in his face. He didn't really say it, but boys. But the thing is, and he didn't say it because he would love me anyway. But I said, no, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm just going to just go "Bleh," and be a vegetable.
And he would love you
But
anyway.
he would. But I'm just saying is I have to recognize that it's going to take 2 to 3 times the effort to get the shape I had because I'm older, because I
Mhm.
have like
and lack
age,
of energy.
menopause and physical conditions
Mhm.
fighting against me. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. But I'm not going to beat myself up
I
for.
think the end goal is what the image is. I'm not going to try to be what I was. I'm going to try to be the best version of what I am
That's
now.
what I wanted. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to get by. I just want to be happy with who I am. That doesn't mean I don't try and take care of myself or whatever. But instead of wishing I was this weight, this waist size, this perkiness, like I hate that my boobs are bigger. They're so they just get in the way, and oh my god, I can't function. Like, oh, I can't close my hands together. They're not that big, But I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, yep, now I'm feeling them again.
Mm.
It reminded me when I was pregnant and they got bigger. I'm like, oh, I hated it so much.
Oh, you see, I had tiny boobs, so when boobs got bigger when I got pregnant, I was like, yes.
Yeah, when you have big boobs and then they get bigger, you're like, okay, these are kind of
I
too
could
big. I
understand. That
don't
would be,
understand women who can function with
yeah,
Fs,
yeah. No, it's
natural or unnatural. Like
yeah.
I know some friends who are that endowed
Mhm.
naturally, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
the backache and everything I can't imagine.
I would worry about that.
Yeah. Anyways, but New Year's resolutions.
So yeah, I think that, but I like the idea of so for me, I am going to try and,
Wine in the morning is kind of yummy, eh?
oh my gosh.
I'm really liking it.
Maybe New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. Most people say, I'm going to stop. I'm going to say, I only drink in the mornings.
Mornings, exactly. Got all day to sober up.
I am going to do dry January after my trip.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll join you in that.
You join me in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have another
Yeah.
girlfriend. We're
I'd be
doing
very
it.
happy
Yeah.
to give up alcohol. I had given it up for about 6 months after I went to
Well, I
Mexico,
don't,
and I
it's
was like,
not like
I didn't really miss it. I didn't,
you did other things.
I did. But not even during that 6 months. I did a full 6 months of
doing
completely dry
nothing?
everything. Yeah.
6 months.
6 months. Yeah.
You know
was
what it is?
pretty good.
I like the taste. I mean, sure, the
It's
buzz
a
is fine
habit.
too, but it's a habit. I like the
It's a
taste.
ritual.
I like I like the ritual of,
Mhm,
hey, honey, do you want to sit and have a drink with me?
mhm.
Hey, you want to go out and let's go out and sit on a patio and have a drink.
Right. But
I
isn't
love
it,
that.
we're
But
connecting the drink to the event when in
when
fact
it's
we can
just,
have
we
the
can have a
event
club soda. I
right
know.
without the drink.
Yeah.
And that's
And
just a mind shift.
it is a mind shift.
Yeah. And I did it for 6 months. I was like,
Good for you. And here we are. Cheers.
cheers. Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God, I can't move my
I
neck.
can. Oh, shit.
No, remember, I don't know what I did, if
Oh,
I
I
did
know.
it at rehearsal last night, but
Oh, shit. I hope not.
no, I think it was just a combination of everything in my life going on right now.
That's some stress going on.
It's fine.
It's
so fine. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but
So I want to
yeah,
actually.
but New Year's, but so then there's resolutions, but do you take stock? Like, do you do the, what
We
was
should.
2025?
We should actually, because one of the books I read this year is called The Big Leap. And one of the things in it that it talks
Thought
about.
of The Big Lebowski. Such a
Poor
great movie.
Your brain. Swear to God. And it basically, one of the big tenets of the book is like, do inventory backwards. Like, look at what
Yep.
you've already accomplished. And actually, that's a really good thing to do. Is like, look back in 25 and 2025 and go, what are all the things I did accomplish? So as much as I want to beat myself up about all the New Year's resolutions I didn't keep, what are the things I did do?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Go first. What are the what name, we'll go back and forth. One thing, start with one thing you think you've accomplished in 2025.
I mean, I don't know if someone's going to think this is an
Accomplished or let go or something.
I've let go of something big,
Okay.
which was several times throughout the year. I was like, oh my God, I need to get the 9 to 5 again. I need to get the 9 to 5 again. I need to have security. I need to have that regular paycheck rolling in. I need the identity of that. I need the name under my, like the title under my name, because I had that for so long. And after many false starts of almost doing it, I kind of went, I finally let go and went, I'm not going to do that again. Like, I don't know what the future is going to hold. Both John and I are in major transition. We have no idea how we're going to actually function in the world right now. But I'm and he's going through his own process. But for me,
I don't know what that sound is.
That sounded like a growl.
What is happening? They're fighting. My cats are fighting.
But I can see.
Where's the other one? Now I'm a little nervous about.
I can see the one, but I hear the other.
We're going to maybe pause this.
Yeah, maybe.
We're going to pause this and be right back. We're back. This was growling, holding this paper towel and growling at the other cat. Like, I have killed this prey. Don't come close to me.
Don't fuck with me.
I thought you were dead.
Oh my God. It was the weirdest sounds.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That was scary.
That was hilarious. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
But I have small children now, so
yes, you do.
I have to pay attention
you
to
have
all
to keep
the
them
sounds.
alive.
I have to pay attention to all the sounds. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Yeah.
So
I've given up the need for the corporate identity. I still need to figure out how I'm going to function in the world. But I think I've accepted the fact that I'm going to become a gig economy worker.
Yeah.
I'm going to find some new streams of revenue. I'll find some new streams of revenue. I don't know
Mhm.
what they look like yet,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to get caught up in the I need to look good. That's it. I don't need to look good anymore.
Do you mean physically look good or like
No,
look good to
no,
the world,
to the
like
world.
professionally,
I
like
don't. I'm nobody right now. I don't have a title, right?
oh my God, Jane, did you just say I'm nobody? I don't have a title. You haven't let go of it completely, have you?
No, I know, but
Because listen to me,
I'm okay with being nobody. The nobody's fine.
no, but don't use that
I know it has a negative
verbiage.
connotation.
So
So
you are
I am without titles.
no, you are an entrepreneur. You are
Sure.
a creative. You
Yes.
are self-employed.
Yes.
You are, I mean,
Yeah. I'm a creative and
if
I'm
by
self-employed,
your
and I'm
standards,
okay
I
with
would have
that.
been a nobody for most of my life. I don't think I'm a
You're
nobody.
not a nobody.
I mean, I'm
I just mean, I guess that I don't. I've had to let go of the idea of that. That I have, like, I've accepted that I value
you're gonna make
outside of that
money in different ways.
different ways, and I
And
think that was it. Like in my family of origin, it was like you were loved for what you did,
and how
and
happy were
not that
you
that's
in
not a
that?
judgment on my
No, no, no,
parents.
no,
It's
no,
just
no.
that's the
That's just the
we.
way.
It was like make sure you're productive.
That's a generational
Yeah,
thing,
and
and a
I've had a real hard
yeah.
time going, okay, well, maybe if I'm not, because I was guilty of that. I was guilty of like of judging people for like, well, what have you done? Like, where's your job? Like, you could work, you could
Mhm.
do, and
But do you think? Do you,
I'm working. It's
but
just
were you? But
it's
were you so like? Were you really happy when you had the titles and you had the 9 to 5 and you had the money and you had the income and you had the status? Were you intrinsically happy? Are you happy now?
I'm
So I
happy.
think this is not I don't think you're a nobody. I think you're
I'm just
somebody who's
finding
actually
myself.
but I think you're just traveling through life.
Yeah.
And I think you should be proud of that.
And the thing is, everyone's like, "Oh, so you've retired?" I'm like, "I haven't fucking retired. I can't retire.
You just have shifted.
I shifted.
You
I
just have to
just don't
say,
know."
no, there's no retire. I'm on
Nah.
Freedom 95 now. Freedom
Cheers.
95.
Cheers.
I will be late to my funeral
Yep.
because I'm going to teach one more class. Or hold on, I got a client coming for an energy treatment. I'll just be
Exactly.
right back. I can do it when I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this
exactly.
is
Oh, you can
fine.
do yeah,
I can do it
for
when I'm
sure.
beyond the grave. Of course I can. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, Freedom 95.
but the fact that
But I'll love what I'm doing.
you are willing to let go of the need. And I have seen you
You saw the
stop
struggle.
fixating on the every time we'd meet, oh, I have a lead on a new job. And I'd go, do you really want a job right now? Well, no, you're right. I don't want one. So
Yeah.
so good for you. Don't
Yeah.
say that anymore. Now you're just living your life, which is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
What everyone should be doing. If your life is great doing the 9 to 5, go, please. I am almost jealous of people
People that
who
love
are
their
happy
jobs. Yeah.
because I'm like, I
Who love the
I
9 to
live
5. That would be
I
so great.
I got about 2 years in me on a 9 to 5, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, get me out of here. I
Yeah.
can't do it." Even if it's not a bad job. I
Yeah.
just am like,
Or even if I'm good at it. Like, that's the thing.
well,
Like,
that's the thing. I am no, I'm not cheating my heart. I'm good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm usually good at my 9 to 5 jobs. I just don't want to do it anymore.
No, I know.
It kills me.
No.
But so
I need
that's
to
one thing you've let go.
Yeah, how about you? What have you let go?
What have I let go or what have I accomplished this year?
Mhm.
I think it's oh, there goes the light. I love cats. So
I got it.
the one thing I have let go, that's a hard one because I think it's such a uh I've done a lot of letting go of the expectation and the fear I have put in front of myself.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So, and am I perfect at it? No, but I have, as Candy would say, I have crossed the bridge and I'm at the point where the majority of my days I'm okay. And I'm not even in my stress. Like I am so stressed this
Yeah,
fall.
you have a lot on your
I've
plate.
had, which I'm very grateful for all the opportunities and jobs that are coming my way. But it's a lot to manage. I'm learning. I'm not great at time management. But I think we
Just
had that
learning that.
conversation. Yeah, I'm just learning that in the past 30 years.
35 years.
Oh my God.
I'm
But
so good at time management.
but I'm not like I'm exhausted and sometimes I cry, but out of exhaustion, I haven't had as many breakdowns and panics like I'm a failure. I'm not getting this all done. People have all these expectations.
Because you know you'll get through it.
Because I just don't care.
Yeah.
And not I don't care about my job. I
No.
just don't. I'm just like,
Don't
you
let
know
it
what?
rattle you.
I don't let it rattle me. And if I look at that, I'm like, it may not be big to some people, but
No, that's
I am
huge.
so freaking proud of myself sometimes. Just thinking about it, I'm like, I am handling my relationships better. I'm handling my responsibilities and expectations better. And and as I say this, I am like, I can see people going, "Wow, you did this." I'm like, "Yeah, like I said, I'm not perfect, and
No,
yeah, I might have lost my
no.
shit on you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry." But on a whole, from January to December, I feel I'm a lot more relaxed in my day to day,
Nice.
I want to just keep that going, and then hopefully that leads into taking better care of myself,
Yeah.
and because I'm more relaxed and not panicking about all these stupid things I have to get done, that I don't take care of me.
Right. And at some point, it'll be great. Is I think we're on the road. The next phase of the journey is actually being able to put into action those things that um, allow us to take care of ourselves first. Because then we can
Yeah.
serve, like, what's that phrase? Serve from a full cup,
Right, fill
right?
your own cup before you pour into others.
Exactly.
But the thing is, a lot of people, well, that's a whole episode. A lot of people self-care is not going to get a mani-pedi and giving yourself a bath with candles. That's not People think that's only what self-care is.
Right.
Self-care,
So
there's
what you
so much
tell me
more.
what you think self-care
I
is.
think self-care can be that,
Yeah.
100%. But if that's all you're doing, you're not taking care of yourself. I think taking your care of yourself is listening to your body and to your
Intuition?
heart. Yes, listening to your intuition, like knowing, should I be doing this? Knowing when to say no. That's
Yes. Knowing
self-care.
when to say no.
Knowing how to speak your truth without, and this is a big thing for me, knowing how to speak your truth without screaming it because you don't know how to stand up for yourself, so you just scream it.
Wait. Well, or you wait to the point
Or
where
you
you're
wait to the point where you're screaming
absolutely
and you
like
just
you have to
scream your
scream
truth.
it because you haven't been able, you
But
haven't been saying it.
taking care of yourself means your mind and not, I mean, yes, a bath with candles and a mani-pedi, I love them. And that
I
is
just
a
started doing
form.
them. This is so new for me.
And you know what?
So new for
I
me.
started
Like I
doing it
never
on a
just
regular when I worked at the hair salon because I was working with my hands and up front,
okay.
and I had to look nice. And now I keep it up because it just brings me joy.
Right.
And I had a mom of a class I taught years ago when I was going through my separation. Um, she said, she's single. She said her therapist said, I'll find one thing that you always do for yourself. And she always gets her nails done. And she's not a woman who's very flashy or fancy, but her nails are always like
Makes you feel good.
she wears jeans and a sweatshirt, but her nails are always good because looking down at her hands brings her joy. And I'm at that. I'm like, I like to look at my sparkly hands.
Yeah.
Like I'm a hippy dippy freak, but give me some sparkly nail polish. I'm so happy. It doesn't go with the rest of the vibe, but I don't care.
Who cares?
I
No,
don't,
no,
but
but that's
that's
the
what I
thing.
mean.
That's the point. That's the
Yeah.
point. And so you're right. There's the the mani-pedi thing. That's the
Mhm.
simple pleasures. But I think the big one, like you started to touch on there, is the really listening to your inner voice and your what. And here's the big thing that I've been working on a lot. This is what I've been saying to myself a lot, which is this is where some of the freedom's coming from. Is like, on my deathbed, will I be happy I did that thing,
Mhm.
or will I be sad that I didn't do that thing?
Right.
So, like going to the punk rock band concert with Blythe on Tuesday night, which took me forever to get there because I drove to Oakville and drove another 2 hours to Toronto because it was crazy traffic to go to Lee's Palace. And
Lee's Palace.
I was at
Oh
Lee's
my
Palace.
God, that's
I
such
know. Trip, right?
It's
And it hasn't
still-
changed at all.
I
And
used to
I'm
go on the Sunday nights when it was all ages.
yeah, no, this was
Oh
I was
my
definitely one. I
God.
wasn't the oldest one. I was really impressed. It was an all-female
Hmm.
punk band called No Bros, and they're fantastic from Montreal. And I was
No
like,
bros.
no bro. Yeah, no,
No
bro.
bro.
Love it. And they rocked the house, but Blythe wanted to mosh, so she was in the mosh pit. She came back over, and I told you this already.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
she came over and she's like, "Mom, you want to give it a go?" And I'm like, I said that in my brain. I said, on my deathbed, what will I have wanted to say? And so I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And I was just like, I was definitely the oldest person in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud
Did
of
you feel
myself.
safe? See, it would panic
Was,
me because of safety.
You know what I learned? The reason
Not
why
about how I look good or
no.
anything. Or
So it's not entirely truth. I did a mini mosh pot in Cambridge in the summer with the same band.
yeah.
And it was like just a very small group of people. And I was like, oh, that wasn't bad. It was like there was, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But afterwards there were these two young men, because Blythe and I were
Cambridge or Toronto?
in Cambridge,
Yeah.
who were in the mosh pit with us. And they
Mhm.
literally found us in the crowd later. And they were the sweetest boys. They came up, they went, thank you for moshing with us.
Aw.
I was like, you guys are not at all what I expected to find in
Right?
mosh pit,
In a
right?
mosh pit?
They were
Yeah.
like, it was so great to have you there. I'm just like, oh.
I
So, I
love
mean,
that. I
I
love
had a
it.
preconceived notion of what those people. So, yes, some of the ones in these pals were big and scary, but most of them were not. And the best part was the band at one point, they're like, all right, all the dudes out of the mosh pit, just a female only mosh pit. So we just
Nice.
had all the women in there for a little bit.
That's nice.
And of course that felt much
Safer,
safer.
yeah.
I still
And not
probably
because men are scary, but they're bigger.
they're big. Well, their
Yeah.
elbows are right at nose
Yeah,
level,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
I was said to Blythe, I said we could end up with broken noses if we're not careful,
100%.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I've done it's on, I kind of went, okay, I've done
On
that.
that
Do I need to
checklist.
do it again? Probably not.
Oh,
But I'm really glad I did. And that's the kind
100%.
of thing where I'm going, okay, but if I think I feel like my older previous self would have gone, oh no, 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 no. But now I'm like, fuck it.
That's when, like, Rich and I went to the Dominican 3 years ago. 2 years ago now? I can't remember. And we wanted to go on the.
Blissville.
Yes, the
So
first year was 2 years ago.
Cheers. Cheers go. Anyways.
Anyways, so I don't know, but no. That was a different one. That was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a trip we just went on our own, and we went on this waterfall tour because I wanted to see it, and we saw monkeys. But you jumped off waterfalls, and I went, I could jump off a waterfall, but when you get there, you're jumping off a waterfall. It's not like free air. It's between very scary rocks, and you have to land in that spot right there.
Mhm.
And I had this moment of, oh my God, I could easily die. Because I am a woman with a lot of stupid body issues, like pain issues. I'm like, how am I going to survive? Like, this might hurt. Is this going to aggravate any of my conditions?
Yeah, I know.
But part of me went, and I'm glad, just went, fuck it. I'm going to do it. And I did it. And it was terrifying and exhilarating. And I couldn't stop talking about it. Did you see what I did? Did you see what I did? Like, no, don't you feel so good afterward? All these millions of people did it. But it was like, I was like, did you see what I did?
Exactly.
I jumped off it. And that the trip before, my girlfriend Suzanne and I, we were sitting on the beach. We're like, oh, I want to see those big kite things, the windsurf, the up in the air by a boat. I was like, I want to do that. She goes, I want to do it too. So we asked our husbands, do you want to do it? And they both went, no. We're like, so we're going by ourselves. Our husbands came on the boat to make sure we weren't like taken away to some, middle-aged white slavery. And we, I mean, if we want us, they can have that. That's a sex slave. Middle-aged white woman sex ring. I don't know, but but I love it. Like, those are the things that.
And you guys did it.
I've always had that adventurous side of me, but I would always talk myself out, going, "You could get hurt, something could go wrong," but I'd always want to. And I'm learning to just.
Yeah.
Just
no,
do it.
I've been. There was.
I have to be smart about. There's still a part of me that
be careful.
I'm a safety girl.
But I mean,
woman.
You're just
I'm
as
a
likely
safety
to
girl.
get hurt doing something completely
Crossing
safe.
the street.
Exactly.
And anytime I've actually really hurt myself, it's on the
stupidest shit, right? And
it's nothing good. There's no good story.
When you're doing something risky, they're putting so many safety precautions in place that it's actually pretty freaking safe, unless you're doing it completely stoned high and stupid. So
I would never do that.
Exactly. So
I think I was a little tipsy on the water. See, what are those things called when
Cascades?
you're on the not the waterfall. No, on the behind the boat when you're in the sail.
Oh, you were a little tipsy for that?
Well, we were at an all inclusive. I think we were tipsy at 10 in the morning. So we were drunk. So okay, I've learned you do a steady prosecco and soda all day. You get nice tipsy and stay hydrated. It's really great.
Oh my God. So you did the big sky and kite thing with
with a girlfriend.
Was that fun?
Well, I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I loved it so much.
So the scariest part?
No, you're just you're like
to do anything?
You're just sitting there in a kite going la la la, looking down and waving. The scariest part for me anyways was coming back down because they wind you in. So there's the creak and a jolt because they're trying to crank you back down. And so that makes you go, is something breaking? Is something breaking? That to me was absolutely the scariest part.
Right.
And coming down. And because it made a weird sound that made me go,
but doesn't it come down really fast?
No,
it's really
no. They know. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Wait, we're going to Mexico. Maybe I don't know if they do it there, but I would do it again in a freaking.
Well,
heartbeat.
It's nice to know because I have a bit of a thrill junkie streak in me, and so I've done bungee jumping.
I won't do that because I know my back
Yeah,
can't do it.
I wouldn't do
There's
it
certain
now.
things I can't do.
I
Yeah.
did it when I was 27.
I'd already herniated a disc by then. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, but that was one of those things where, although I will say, even though I'm a thrill junkie, I was standing on that little edge in Australia, and it was like over a
In Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have said went bungee jumping in Collingwood. No, Jane was in Australia.
We were backpacking through Australia for 6 months.
Of course you were.
and so it was one of those things we came across, and we were like, "Fuck yeah!" And so, but you had a choice. You could.
Did John do it?
Yes.
How did they? Like he's like 7 feet tall. How do you adjust a bungee so he doesn't hit his head?
They adjust for your height and your weight, but you had a choice at this particular location because you did it over this little water, like a river, big river, and you could choose to bungee jump so that you didn't hit the water, or you did hit the water. So I chose not to hit the water because I didn't want to go like head first into the water. I was like, it was enough just to get me to like jump, right? And I stood at the edge of that tee for doing that countdown, like 3, 2, 1, fell 5, 6 times.
Right.
3, 2, no, 3, 2. Anyways, I jumped. The first jump, this is the thing, you psychologically prepare yourself for the first fall.
Yeah.
And then you bungee back up, and then you think you're done.
And you go back down.
And then you go down pretty much 3/4. And that's the second drop. John did the water. He did the fucking
course he
first
did.
in the water, and then I was just
Did he love it?
Yes,
Of course he did. But you say the bungee jump, you think you're down and then you're up and then you come back down again. Is that not like life? Like, oh, I think I'm out of it. Oh, I'm going back in. Oh, but then as we get older, it doesn't go down as far.
It's true.
You go down as far until you learn how to balance it all.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great way for us to end 2025 and go into 2026 knowing that
the bungee jump is getting a little less.
and resolutions are not
the thing.
You know what? Well, some people love them and they thrive in them, but whether you do them or you don't do them, all you can do is just
love
stay
yourself.
Open and love yourself for 2026.
And that's I think that's my thing. Just continue to listen to myself authentically.
Yes. So my friends, I'm done.
Hold on.
Guzzle it. Okay. That's my girl. Okay. Now we'll cheer empty glasses. Cheers. Happy 2026.